Hey guys, welcome to your weekly astrological horoscope for Friday, January 12th. I see my little Friday up there's a little unaligned. Sorry, Virgos out in the crowd. Didn't mean to trigger you all. I'm going to go ahead and really kind of continue a little bit of what I was saying for Thursday. I just didn't want to make that episode too long. And since there's not a whole lot of unique things to discuss about for Friday, aside from the moon having an ingress into Sagittarius, I really kind of want to do like a bit of a two-parter and make this kind of part two of really what's going on with this really weird Mercury that we got going on. Now, I feel like I can really talk about what's been going on with this Mercury into Capricorn almost on a I connect with this on a very almost spiritual level because I have Mercury in Capricorn natally. In fact, it's on the 2nd degree and it's either 2nd or 3rd degree for my own natal chart. So I'm kind of going through a Mercury return right now. Which is kind of interesting because I don't necessarily know what Mercury returns are, but I kind of really need to read up a little about that. Let me see if I can show you guys on screen here. Let me see. Is it gonna zoom in? Yeah, there it is. 2 degrees Mercury. So as you can imagine, I have Saturn and Mercury conjunct on top of my natal Mercury right now. So for me, this is something that I understand very clearly, and I just want to let you really kind of like see that this is a natal placement for me. So yay, it's Mercury return for me, right? But like what else do we got going on as well? I mean, I'm also gonna have a Venus and Mars return as well because mine's 23 degrees and 29 degrees. So I'm about to have 3 returns in like less than a week. This is kind of crazy for me. It's popping. But let's see. So we got Moon jumping into Sagittarius, right? Moon has finally said, you know what? We've done it. We've switched into the new world, new age. I told you guys that New Game Plus was starting on Thursday. It has officially begun. If you have not been working towards that karma, you are getting checked. You are getting checked today. Expect kind of weird things to just happen today. Not necessarily bad things or good things. Just you're going to come into situations that are just like, where did this come from? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's going to be a little bit awkward. You're going to get checked by the Lord of Karma today as you step into his house. While Pluto, Sun, and Venus are in here, is going to be popping. But I did promise you guys that the 14th, that is Monday, is going to be a very, very big day. Or actually, no, excuse me, Sunday, not Monday, my bad. My numbers are hella mixed. Sunday is going to be a very big day, and that's because we're preparing ourselves for Dark Moon Lilith as well as regular moon to enter Capricorn. And that's going to be 5, 6, 7 placements, something like that, all in Capricorn at the exact same time. This is a big Capricornian moment this Sunday. Sorry, I think I kept saying Monday. But the energy is still there for Monday as well. So it's, it's the 14th. The 14th is definitely going to be a big Capricorn day. And for me, that's kind of where I feel like boss mode begins. And you guys definitely want to be prepared for you guys coming up against that, because it's gonna be big. If you haven't seen the Mercury and Capricorn video, once again, I'm gonna tell you guys, go watch it. It's gonna be big. Now, I don't want to advertise too much, and I kind of just really want to talk about the other things that are going on today. So again, Vesta is in conjunct Athena almost perfectly, 28 degrees, as the moon was here yesterday. I kind of talked about the whole focus on yourself type of deal, and having 2 asteroids like this is very interesting. Like already we're having 2 asteroids going to be opposing each other. Ceres and Juno are opposing each other, and then Pallas Athena and Vesta are going to be in conjunct each other. We don't normally get a lot of asteroid activities going on. So having all 4 asteroids all pop in at the same time like this is big. This is really big. because again, we're not getting the nurture that we kind of would love to have other people give us, as far as moving forward with our lives. Instead, we're having people kind of tell us, hey man, you should worry about everyone else instead of yourself, like help out the greater good for people, man. Like, oh, why are you trying to be so greedy and stuff? Everyone's going to be calling out on you. They're going to be like, why are you thinking only about yourself? Why aren't you thinking about other people? And this isn't necessarily one of the situations where you're being greedy. This is just one of those situations where people are going to be calling you out as a greedy motherfucker when you truly aren't. You're trying to nurture your life's path, but you're not getting any nurture from anyone. And everyone's trying to tie you down to something that you need to be letting go. This is why Vesta and Athena are in conjuncting over here, because Athena is trying to find the direction that you need to go into as part of your self-identity, into a stable lifestyle that is going to be productive for you, while Vesta is trying to figure out what desires and manifestations are the ones that you want to be bringing out forward as you move into a very spiritual connectivity, seeing the expansions of life. There is a lot of asteroid activity that is happening in behind the veil that nobody is reading, because not a lot of people are asteroid astrologers. And, there's a lot of stuff happening that people aren't taking a look at. At the same time, we have Jupiter at 18 degrees. These are the degrees right here in which, for a lot of us born in 89 to 91, we're part of the Capricorn stellium with Pluto at 8, between 16 to 19 degrees. This is a big wake-up call for a lot of our generations. And again, I talked about this in the Mercury of Capricorn if you haven't seen it. This is a big, huge wake-up call for all of us to get our shit straight and go down the transformative path that we should be on right now. Especially if you were born on 89 specifically, because you're going to be seeing this 1819. Let me see if I can pull up my chart real quick here and kind of show you guys again. Let me see. So it's a little bit off on my particular year. I think 90 might be the year that has it. So let me see if it's done zooming in. As you can see right there, Pluto in Scorpio, 16 degrees. And then as you can see over here, 11, 12, 4, we have our Capricorn stellium at the earlier degrees of Capricorn. If I shift this over to 90, if I switch this over to 1990, we're going to see that energy build up. And there it is. So somewhere between 89 to 90, you see that Saturn is now at the 23rd degree. Yeah. You also see that North Node shifts into Capricorn. So especially kids born in the late 90s, you're going to be feeling a lot of this energy very, 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 very intensely. Again, 89 to 91, you are being woken up right now. You guys have a mission that needs to be accomplished. There is so much that's happening in our world at this moment, and you need to really be a part of it. But you need to be a part of it with your own, nurturing your own destiny forward, right? You can't fall into the traps of the things that you've already learned and mastered that you need to be letting go. Yes, we're working towards humanitarian causes. Yes, Juno wants us to focus on the greater good of other people, but do not get stuck in a past that needs to be let go. You need to really be passionately moving forward to the future that you're supposed to be going to, even when you don't have the nurture of anyone around you. Right? So that's what's happening right now. And again, all of this energy is building up and aligning, and I'm telling you, January 14 is, you're gonna see a lot of this energy. Weird things are gonna probably end up happening that day, or it just might be an energy alignment as it prepares itself for the blood new moon, or not blood new moon, the blood moon lunar eclipse that we're going to be having at the end of this month. Since the last week of last year, I've been telling y'all there's a lot of energy realignment that's happening. All the asteroids were going in different directions, preparing themselves. Uranus was going direct, preparing itself. Super full moon, highlighting all of the things that we really need to be working on. There is so much happening. And it's so strange because all of this energy is happening right now in January. For the rest of this year, we're not going to have a whole lot happening. Sure, we're going to have a couple major things here and there, but for the rest of the year, it doesn't look to be extremely as important as this energy is right now. Because what's going to end up happening is that this is the energy to realign yourself in the direction you're supposed to be going to, so that for the rest of the year, what you're doing is you're working on that direction that you have finally put yourself on. And if you're not on that path, already, this year is going to be really hectic for you because it's going to keep pushing you into the direction that you're supposed to be going. If you're not already on that path forward, you're going to run into difficulties, into delays, into being blocked, doors closing on you. These are the type of things that happen when you're off path. When you're off path, everything comes to a standstill. Everything needs to become stationary so that a new direction can be taken. And that's what is going to end up happening for people that are not on their karmic path moving forward. That's why Saturn is literally fact-checking everyone right now, making sure that their karma is straight, or they're working on the direction that their karma is supposed to be going, right? So you guys are getting checked. This is a huge global karma check. And if you're already working on it, if you're already on the right path, if you've been getting them downloads, listening to your intuition, moving forward and where you're supposed to be going, you fine. I mean, right now, I'm still working on my own karma. It's not dealt with, but I'm working in the correct direction about it. I'm not going to necessarily get held back. As long as I continue to work on the karma that I'm supposed to be working on, and I'm not resisting it, instead I'm working towards it, I'm straight. I can just take the rest of this year to really work out that karma and make sure that it gets cleared before we enter 2019. 2019 is where things get really fucking legit. Oh my God. 2019 and 2020. Whew. We have so much happening. And I mean, don't think that this year isn't going to be big. Like, we still have Uranus playing, dipping the ponds between Taurus and Aries as it goes back and forth. Like, Uranus is going to shake things up in a couple months. Can I say weeks? Can I actually say weeks? In a couple weeks here, because it's in about, months, really. Getting close to April and May here. Same thing with Chiron as well. Chiron's going to be dipping into Aries later this year, or later in the next couple months. So we're going to be having shifts in energy that are going to be pretty big. We got a couple more ingresses as well with Vesta Athena going through. And obviously our inner planets are always constantly going around. Like, we still have energy rolling around. It's just right now the energy spike is so huge that if it's ignored, you're going to have a hard time. That's really all it is. It's right now the energy spike is really, really huge. Holy crap. I ate some food before doing these streams, so oh my God, I got that burp coming back out. But yeah, so for Friday, we're definitely beginning to feel that emotional ascension, that them downloads that, we need to really be doing something that's more important than just us. Because keep in mind that the moon is opposite Gemini, which is the sign for Mercury. Our moon right now is going to be like, we really need to be working on a higher cause right now that isn't just this stupid three-dimensional life that we're living right now, that makes us worry about laws and money and political status and affiliations and all that shit. No, we have big things to be worrying about. And there's nothing more important than karma, because karma literally rules our lives. So if you ain't working with that, you are working against it. And you know, as the moon is entering Sagittarius, you know, we have the dark moon at the end of Sagittarius. This is almost a standoff. This is that moment where Celine just steps into Sagittarius and looks across the aisle and sees Lilith over there, just kind of like, I've been trying to tell everyone, I've been trying to warn everyone, like, yo, sis, how do you do this? Like, how do you do this? I am trying so hard to warn these people, and they're acting like I'm invisible. I know that one of my least seen videos this year already has been the Mirage of the Dark Moon Lilith, which makes me sad, because I actually talk about what Lilith has been freaking trying to do here. Lilith is trying to fucking warn everyone, and just as the mirage that she is, just like that video got one of the lowest views this year already, Lilith is being ignored by everyone. She is trying to echo the message across to everyone that you have shit coming. And Celine's like, it's okay, sis, come on, let's go back inside. And she's still gonna be revealing herself, because we got a couple more super moons coming as the super moon point, you know, moves further away. For the next couple new moons and full moons, we're going to see the dark moon Lilith. We're going to be seeing the dark moon make an appearance and manifest herself. And then, you know, after a while, that's it. We won't be seeing her for quite a bit, because she'll be in the shadows. So, you know, make use of this time. Make use of it. We're running up against a wall here. But again, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to let you all know that we are moving into that Capricorn energy, and that I hope all of y'all have been working towards your karma, because we getting checked this week. We is getting checked. And if you are not working towards it, you're going to get forced to realign with it. So, once again, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for coming out. Really hope you guys enjoy the message. And again, if you guys don't know what your karma is about or all, you could always get a natal chart. You know, throw us a DM over on Discord. I'll be more than happy to take a look at your chart, give you some quick tidbits about it. I'm not going to do a huge, you know, chart analysis or anything. Just kind of letting you know where your Chiron is, where your Saturn may be, and how full or empty your 12th house is. If you have no idea how to find a natal chart, I really need to put the description for Astro in the description. But if you head over to the Discord, we have a natal chart section where it tells you all your specific information that you need to know in order to find it. You also have my natal chart there if you want to take a look at it and see what, you know, Niwa is like, or what my karma made me like. It's available for the public. I'm cool with it. And you can kind of see what, you know, a natal chart would look like if for some reason you haven't seen one or anything. But yeah, with that said, I will be catching you guys on the next cast. I believe that next week I'm going to end up doing a video for Athena and Vesta, so I got some more art that needs to get done. I also really need to prepare for Mars, because I already have Venus drawn. I need to prepare for Mars as it goes into Sagittarius as well. We have a lot of energy shifts. And we still have Uranus getting ready to go into Taurus as well. It's a lot. But yeah, you guys take care, stay safe, stay positive, and I'll catch you guys on the next cast. Peace.